Hello everybody, Tyrone the God 3 here, and welcome to the 3.3 part of Mario Generations What If. So yeah, as you all have known, this is a what if scenario if this game were to have existed, if Nintendo had made Mario Generations instead of Sega making Sonic Generations. This is my view of basically what I think Mario would be like in if they made such a fan base game, obviously. And kudos to what's his name, 911 he. Yeah, weird name, bro, but regardless of such, he's a pro because he made a fan base game, and I think he called it like Mario Ceremony or some. Like he changed the name, but I'm sticking with Mario Generations because this is my thoughts of the game if it were made and what my vision of what a game like this would be if it were that way. But regardless of such, these are the stages that I feel should represent the modern era of Mario Generations. Now keep in note that when I say modern era, I'm not including 3DS games, obviously, and I made these videos around the time that Mario 3D Land came out. So New Super Mario Bros. 2 and New Super Mario Bros. U will not be included in this will not be included at all. Because during the time of this making, it's like those two games never came into existence if we're going to do this off parallel universe type logic. So yeah, with that being said, the three levels that should represent the modern era of Mario Generations, the games obviously would be Mario Galaxy, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and Mario Galaxy 2. So with that being said, the level that I feel should represent Mario Galaxy 1 should be Gusty Garden Galaxy. Because, think about it, the music is so memorable in Gusty Garden Galaxy that it has been used to represent Mario Galaxy as a whole. And not just that, Gusty Garden is like just, it's got so much potential to show off pretty much all of what Mario is going to be looking forward to in 3D platforming. I'm talking about modern Mario right now. As far as 3D platforming and what all the skills that you've learned from the past levels during modern Mario section will pay off when you go from planet to planet, collecting the time stars and just hopping around. It's gonna be a great environment to do some serious platforming off of. You can use anti-gravity, obviously, where Mario will be able to walk on sideways on some spots or upside down, but he can't on other parts of the planet. And then, but what I really am interested in seeing is seeing this logic or this galaxy planetary based logic used in 8-bit Mario's version. I would love to see 8-bit Mario just hopping from planet to planet. And remember those cannons I talked about in part 3.2 and Bob-omb Battlefield? I figured that 8-bit Mario can use those same cannons to launch him from planet to planet. So get him from planet to planet easily, and he'll have this funny little animation when he travels, like the same animation he gets when he gets hit by an enemy. That'll work when he's it'll just show him spinning around to the next planet, and then he'll land on that planet with that animation. I think it'll be very funny. So with that said, yeah, it's gonna be fun to really use a lot of that platforming. Like if I use 8-bit Mario to jump off, like say one platform, he'll suddenly just go upside down, and then you'll see yourself in anti-gravity mode. And then if he jumps from another, he'll be on the wall instead of being on the ground. So you just treat it as platforming only in sideways view. It's a nice way to use a lot of the logic. Gravity can jump higher, so Mario will be in the air a little bit longer than he needs to for some gimmicks of some planets. Obviously, you need to use wind physics if it's Gusty Garden. And yeah, like I said, this will just be a great way to utilize 8-bit Mario in an environment that he's just not familiar with. Now, like I said, modern Mario can obviously use the same formula that most players use when they play Mario Galaxy, but just put a little twist in it, change up Gusty Garden's levels a bit, and yeah, it's something to very much look forward to when modern Mario is in such a level. Now, moving on to New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking. Tyrone, New Super Mario Bros. Wii takes Mario back to the side-scrolling roots, so he's not really in 3D in this game. So how the hell are you going to even implement it? That's the part about modern Mario I love the most, is that we'll be able to take a level that was once in 2D and flip it to 3D. And the level I feel should represent this is the ice level. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but the ice level in New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Like, I don't know if it had a specific name or anything. I know it's one of the worlds and it's got a number on it. But like I said, I don't remember the numbers only because I'm not that good at remembering Mario levels when they're set up in that number, unless there's something I most noticeably noticed about them, like World 1-1 and World 2-2. You'll know those from the bat, but like you'd have to seriously be playing a 8-bit Mario game for an extended amount of time in order to remember each gimmick of each level. As far as like the classic side scrollers. Now with the ice level in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, it'll be cool to see 8-bit Mario use like the penguin suit to utilize the penguin suit, or he can use the ice flower suit. Yeah, it'll be cool to see this Mario use a lot of the other physics, or a lot of the other power-ups that he doesn't have the chance to usually utilize in his games. And he can also, this will be a good chance to see him in ice, like in ice physics. Like the traction of ice physics is usually frustrating, but you can find ways to implement them and let them be useful. The problem I have with that myself is that classic Mario games have had slippery traction controls before, and the ice would make it worse, but when you see ice, you kind of expect the controls to be slippery already. So I'm not that much against it. Another thing about it is you can implement some water levels again, obviously, and the reason I picked this level is only because I didn't want to like reuse things over and over. Like in Sonic Generations, there's literally 4 city levels, 4. So I wanted to make sure that each level in Mario Generations has its own little uniqueness to it, because it'll be using different gimmicks and physics from past games, while still implementing the fact that this is a game that needs to have each level not be based on the same thing. Like in Sonic Generations, they have City Escape, Speed Highway, Spongonia, or Rooftop Run, and Crisis City, which are city levels, all 4 of those. So yeah, I just feel an ice level was needed. We already have pretty much a water level, which was Delfino Plaza. So yeah, New Super Mario Bros. Wii would be really cool to see in 3D. Like I wanted to see they've made ice levels in 3D before in Mario. I know Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 did it. 64 did it twice. I really want to see that type of ice level in 3D. So it'd be cool to see modern Mario like be 2D on one half and then go through a pipe, and then that pipe takes him to a 3D like environment where he still does the same level but in 3D like format. I'm imagining that it'll be set up like Super Mario 3D Land, only he can like everything's ice and snow and cold. So with that being said, we finally move on to the last level of the modern era. The level that represents Mario Galaxy 2. Mario Galaxy 2, one of the levels that definitely stands out the most to me is the fortress to go fight Bowser. That's just me, personally. Like, basically the flaming fortress that you go to fight Bowser. I'm not sure if the name is correct, but I do know, like, it's Bowser's Fortress. Like, it's Bowser's Fortress. I feel this obviously has to be the last level. It's the end-all, be-all level. After this, you're going to fight you're going to fight Galaxy 1 Bowser, however, but Galaxy 2's Bowser Fortress is really good because there's a nice remix to the Bowser's Fortress theme from Mario 64, and I feel an 8-bit theme would be just as good to listen to. And not just that, but this is the final fortress, people. Like this is it. This is where the showdown with Bowser is going to begin. With that being said, I feel the 8-bit version should look just like Super Mario Bros. 1's castle level, only with galaxy gimmicks. I think that would be really cool. So think about it. Mario 64's Bowser's Fortress music in 8-bit plus Super Mario Bros. 1 Bowser's Castle with Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2's galaxy-based gimmicks. So yeah, Mario's like, you can have those panels that flip when you jump on them. Like if you jump, then the panels will flip from blue to red. So if 8-bit Mario jumps, then the panels can flip and you can take advantage of those and try not to fall off lava and stuff like that. It'd be very good to utilize those types of gimmicks all while 8-bit Mario is running on top of lava and just dodging things. And like anti-gravity can take place, so Mario's running on the top of Bowser's castle ceiling while dodging fire pillars and stuff, like, you know, just like the old Mario, only with the twist, only with the galaxy's twist. He can hop from like castle to castle, or he can hop from like different parts of the castle and treat them as little mini planets. So it'll just be one big area. Yeah, then he just tries to reach the time stars. Modern Mario would pretty much be the same. It'd just be a big open world where he dodges enemies and stuff so he can get to time stars. He hops different through different gimmicks, lava and stuff like that. They can implement the little bone roller coaster thing like they did in Super Mario World and Super Mario 3D Land. So yeah, nice little gimmicks like that. Obviously it's a flame, lava, magma based level, so lava damage will obviously kill Mario. It would do damage to modern Mario, but it would flat out kill 8-bit Mario like it usually does. And that's pretty much what I'm looking forward to in the end-all be-all based level for Bowser. Like, this is it. This is exactly how Mario Generation's last level will end off, and then Mario obviously fights Galaxy 1 Bowser, and then they fight off against the final boss, just like in Sonic Generation. So yeah, and kudos to whoever made this remix of Bowser's Fortress or Bowser's Lair, or whatever it is, because this is a really, like, you all are probably listening to it now. This is a really good remix. So yeah, kudos to him. Other than that, those are the levels that I feel should be in Mario Generations. Those are the levels, the gimmicks, and I'll start to discuss like the plot in another part. So yeah, there's still parts of Mario Generation coming your way. So look out for that. There's going to be different parts of Mario Generations that you all are going to look forward to. I'm going to discuss the plot some more, or discuss what I feel the plot should be, because I know a lot of people have made comments saying what they think their plot should be. I think I should lay out mine. And some people have actually been looking forward to these videos, and I appreciate the concern and support. Is like, yeah, I just got into college too, so I was trying to balance that out. Sorry for the huge delay. And I'll see you all in like 5 more months for part 4. I'm just kidding. I'll get part 4 up as soon as I can. I just have to get some things together. But until then, Tyrone the God 3 out.